It's race day and our drivers are all out on the grid performing their final checks before we get underway here at the Bahrain International Circuit. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. I'm joined again today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work that goes on with these cars between the races. You've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way you approach those roles?
Interesting question, Crofty. They're two very different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where, per driver, you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometres per season. And in that role, it was more about working for the team, trying to help them improve the car and drive as systematically as you could, so that that data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however, your frame of mind's all about what you can get out of the situation on that day, and the car's the tool to help you achieve what you want. You still want to focus on setup, of course, but it's more about the here and now, getting yourself as far up the field as possible, and less about development work for the future.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Alexander Albon, and Vettel, Sainz, Stroll, Magnussen, and Lando Norris, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Sergio Perez, and Ricciardo, Russell, Gasly, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Daniel Kvyat. Raikkonen and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, the bad start, but don't overreact. We can salvage this. vehicles have enabled DRS. DRS is now available. Flag. This is your final lap of the race. We've been awarded a time penalty. We'll go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly.